Oh, hi! How are you? Today, on Camp Pencil Point, we will be drawing a Spunky Narwhal. So grab those pencils and let's start the show! Hello, hello, welcome to Camp Pencil Point. My name is Drew. We'll use nonsense and tomfoolery to have some fun with our drawings. Sharpen those pencils, we'll start the show. And now it's time for harmonica intro. Okay, hit the intro button. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, otters and dragons and octopi, my name is Joe Foo, and I am the director here at Camp Pencil Point. I'm joined by my very good friend, Drew T. Droctopus, who gave us that very interesting, very fun intro. And I'm also joined by all of you, the Camp Pencil Pointers at home watching this on YouTube. Thank you for stopping by. We're sure glad to have you. And if you're here, I think you're here because you like drawing. And if you like drawing and you like learning how to draw through nonsense and tomfoolery, well, this is the place for you. Subscribe to our channel. All you have to do is hit the little icon in the video below in the corner down there, and you will subscribe to this YouTube channel. You'll be updated anytime we go live or anytime we post a new video. So a few years ago, we created Camp Pencil Point as a safe and fun place for kids to go and draw online. We encourage kids of all ages, from the ages of 3 to 30 to 300, to sketch along with us. And we encourage parents, even you out there, sir, in the red sweater. In the red sweater, we encourage you and all the parents out there to sketch along with their kids, because creativity is always better when it's a shared experience. On the note of being a shared experience, please, if you like this channel, please tell your family and friends about Camp Pencil Point. Share the word, share this channel, share the love, and let's all draw. Let's get the whole world drawing. So today is an Otter House activity, which means the drawing is a little simpler. It's a little easier. We break it down into more basic shapes. And this gives a chance for beginners to jump right in. It also gives a chance for more experienced artists to stretch their muscle, experiment a little, have a little fun, and try to push it a little further. So an Otter House activity, and for this activity we went straight to Instagram. And please follow us on Instagram. You can either follow me, I'll put my tag up here, and I'll put Drew's tag up here. We actually went to Drew's Instagram and asked for suggestions on what to draw, and we asked for an adjective and we asked for a noun. So we're going to take one adjective from one suggestion, we're going to take a noun from another suggestion, and we're going to put them together. So we got a lot of really good, suggestions. Some Sasia, it's hard to say your name. There's a lot of T's. Said delicious alien. The Macy Mouse Club, happy computer. Katie writes, said a psychedelic leprechaun just in time for St. Patrick's Day. Minnesota Jen, our good friend, said a studious pirate, which is pretty good. Nat's World of Bracelets said friendly feet. Not a friendly feet, friendly feet. Friendly feet. Good job, Nat. Loopy Hoot said irritated tomato, which I like a lot. I like irritated tomato. I might draw that in the future. Katie Sunshine Shop said happy panda. We already did a panda a couple weeks ago, and I didn't want to follow up with another panda. I didn't want to be panda heavy. Like we were kind of llama heavy for a week. Lila Lost Princess said a watery night, which I have no idea how to draw that. Nikki Ears, dear Nikki, you said skating yeti. A skating yeti, which is great. But we narrowed it down. Summer Loves Disney said a joyful narwhal. And who else? FL Girl Disney World said a spunky toy. So we took Spunky from Lulu's, who is FL Girl Disney World. Lulu, we took the word spunky, and from Summer Loves Disney. Summer We took the narwhal, it was a suggestion by her son Des. So Lulu and Des, we're taking your suggestion today. We're going to draw a spunky narwhal. So Drew, narwhals are the unicorns of the sea because they're a whale with a horn. And I heard that you have a good friend that is a narwhal. So you want to tell us a little bit about your buddy?
Why, yes, Foo. I do have a friend who is a narwhal. His name is Jeff. Jeff the Narwhal.
Yes, there you go. Jeff the Narwhal. Jeff. And I know it's a mammal of the sea. It's not a fish. So narwhals actually use sonar, right? They use sonar to navigate through the waters or to communicate with each other or stuff like that. Is that right, Drew?
Why, yes. Jeff does use sonar. I'm going to do an impression of Jeff the Narwhal using sonar. I'll have a large chili cheese fry with extra chili and some extra cheese. And why don't you throw some extra fries on there, please? Thank you.
Interesting. Well, thanks, Drew. Anyway, let's get to drawing. We're going to draw a spunky narwhal for our friends Des and Lulu, who made the suggestion on Instagram. We're going to break down this character into simple shapes, and we're going to do it a little differently today. I'm going to break it down into like more recognizable shapes, if you will. So we can put it together using different ideas, different concepts, different objects. So the body of a narwhal, I think, looks just like a potato. The horn of a narwhal kind of looks like a carrot. So if we take a carrot and a potato and stick them together, we have something that looks a little bit like a narwhal. It doesn't look exactly like a narwhal. I would like to put a tail on it, but I would have used like slices of American cheese as the tail. And I don't have any slices of American cheese to stick on this potato. So we're just going to use this. So the body is basically a sphere that we squish, and then a cone for the nose, for the horn. So we're going to move over to Lexo Jr., and we're going to do a drawing of a narwhal for our friends, Des and Lulu. So let's go to Lexo. Here we are, guys. We're at the drawing board, and you can see my sketch from Thursday's sketch. That is Mary Poppins with Mjolnir. She is worthy to hold Thor's hammer, I believe, because she is perfect in every way. So that was from Thursday. Check the playlist, check the YouTube channel. You could watch this. It's in its entirety being created. But we're going to slide this aside because today we are drawing a narwhal, a spunky narwhal. Suggestions from Des and Lulu. Des said a narwhal. Lulu said spunky, so a spunky narwhal. So let's break this down into simple shapes. This is really my potato. It's a sphere that we just squished. So take a circle and squish it, and you get a shape like that. And I'm going to put two cones together, and then two more cones that I'm going to kind of turn a little bit and make a little funky. So cone, squish, sphere, cone, cone, cone. So simple shapes, really easy to do. And you will get your basic shape simply by putting these simple shapes together. So I'm going to move my guys over here. Today we'll be using a YOOBI marker, which is just a fun Crayola marker with a stamp at the end. I'm going to start my drawing with a number 2 pencil, a standard number 2 pencil. Those of you that are more advanced can use an HB or anything like that. I'm going to move my simple shapes, and I'm going to go landscape with this one because he is a long creature. But once again, we're going to start out with simple shapes. Simple shape number 1 is that potato, that sphere that I squished. So there's a squished sphere. I'm going to put the little circle to insert my cone. And then I have another cone in the back that I'm going to turn up a little bit just to make it fun, make him moving, give him a little motion. And let's throw the other cone on there. So I got all my simple shapes down, and that was easy and that was quick. I'm going to give myself a little indication right there of where his fins will go. And he's going to be spunky, so let's give him some big, courageous eyes, because the definition of spunky is courageous. I don't really understand, but who am I to argue with the dictionary? I'm just going to indicate a little smile, and let's indicate those fins just to give myself a little advantage, a little guide, if you will. All right, so my rough drawing is done. Let's move to the marker, and be sure if you're using YOOBI to use the right side. Use the side with that nib. And once again, you might find this nib constricting, but you can get a lot of different line weights out of it. So let's start having fun. I am going to start with the eye. I don't always start with the eyes, but I feel like in this case, it's a good idea. But I'm not going to do both eyes right away. I'm going to kind of jump back and forth because his nose kind of pops up. That horned nose that the narwhal has kind of pops up in front of his eye. I am going to break the line a little bit so I can make some texture. And let's throw the other eye in there. Two eyes. Let's give him some brows to help with the expression and his smile. And we'll make it a big smile because he is a spunky guy. I'm going to go into the back. And notice I drew his back, but I broke the line right here. And the reason I broke the line is to show his tail is back there, but it's connected, but it's also behind him. So that is why I broke that line. There is no line here. Maybe just a little indication to show that there is separation, but this part of his tail is in the front. This tail, part of the tail is in the back. So I use this line to help show overlap and show that there is something in the front, something in the back. We call this the foreground and the background. And we're going to do his belly. And we're going to wrap up to his mouth. And then all that's left are these fins to help him swim along. And there's a blowhole up here so he could breathe. And narwhals are known for their spots. The unicorns of the sea are actually quite spotted. So we're going to make big spots, little spots. We're going to show a variety of spots. Because I don't think narwhals have a pattern of spots. They're just kind of random spots. They're just like multitudes of freckles, which don't have a pattern. So we vary the sizes of the spots. It won't look too planned. It won't look like a pattern. Now he's swimming along, so let's throw some bubbles coming out of his blowhole. And there he is. A spunky narwhal. Let's give him a exclamation point because he is a spunky guy. Okay. So I think I want to put some blue to show that he is underwater. So I'm going to go, I don't know if I want to use my YOOBI. I guess I'll stay with YOOBI because this is a bright blue. I'm going to give him a little bit of a halo, if you will, of white around him. And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want this blue touching that black marker and smudging and smearing. But if it does, it's okay. Don't sweat it. this blue is a whole lot brighter than I thought it would be. But that's okay. He's swimming in nice, clean water, which is good. Because swimming in dirty water is no fun at all. And sometimes coloring with markers is very tedious, very boring. It seems like a lot of work. But give yourself some patience and try to color in the same direction. I'm falling off the camera here. Try to color in the same direction so that, for example, this looks like he's swimming really fast because the water is, the strokes of this marker are all in the same direction. So the texture that the marker creates helps the artwork. And that is a big thing in art, using texture to your advantage. Having your texture work for your artwork. Make every part of this drawing work for you. Right now the edge of that paper is not really helping me. So that's why I'm going to do that horizontally, just along that. And this marker is really wet, so I'm afraid my fingers are going to get kind of blue. Which is okay, I don't mind, except that sometimes I'll leave a blue fingerprint on my artwork where I don't want it. So be careful about that when you use a lot of markers. And that's where kind of these kids markers don't really work so well. So there's my narwhal. And I believe I'm going to give him a purple exclamation point. And he might be a little too wet to sign, but let me switch to the zebra pen to see if it will sign under here. He's working okay. There you go, Des. A Spunky Narwhal. There you go, guys. A Spunky Narwhal. Thank you for the suggestions, Lulu for Spunky, and the Des for Narwhal. It was a good combination. We'd like to see what you draw. Make a narwhal out of simple shapes. Make him spunky, make him happy, make him sad, make him angry, make him irritated, make him thoughtful. Whatever you do, take a picture of your narwhal and post it up to social media. Include the hashtag CampPencilPoint, and the artists of CampPencilPoint will keep an eye out for it on social media and like it and comment on it. Also, you could follow Drew, or you could follow me on Instagram. Drew will be posting up asking for suggestions for another Otter House activity. So keep an eye out for the post for suggestions. You could also post some comments to this video below and offer up some suggestions on a future Otter House activity sketch that we'll be doing here at Camp Pencil Point. Subscribe to this channel. Just click on that little icon down there below. You could also click on the bell icon above us and you will be notified when we go live or when we post a new video. And as always, share the love and share Camp Pencil Point with your family and your friends, and let's get the whole world drawing. Thank you again for stopping by and spending your Monday evening with us for this Otter House activity. We're sure glad you stopped by. Remember to draw at least 20 minutes every day, and that will keep your pencils dull, but your skills sharp. Support the arts and support your favorite artist by liking their stuff, following their stuff, complimenting their stuff, and sharing their artwork and giving proper credit. Finally, most importantly, never stop creating and never stop inspiring. Until next time, everyone, keep drawing.
And while you're putting extra cheese on those fries, why don't you put a burger and some pizza and a little bit of chili and a whole burrito with some tacos and some more cheese and some broccoli for good measure. Thank you.